Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to read a story. It is our last day of learning about a butterfly, and we're going to read one of my favorite stories. You may or may not have heard of it before. It's called The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. He's one of my favorite authors, and I'm sure if you haven't heard of it, you might have read it. You might even have this book, but it's a really good book. Here on the front cover is our caterpillar, which is one of the stages of a butterfly's life cycle. Okay, so start off with our title, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. He is the author that writes the words. He always has very, very colorful pictures. So that's one thing that I really like about his books. This is what we call our title page. On our title page, just kind of repeats our title, The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. And this is just a small print that tells where the book, what company published the book. This is what you would call our dedication page, and he dedicated it to his sister, Krista. You can just see a little small writing right there. Okay, let's find out what happened. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. See it right there? Just a tiny little egg. And that's the very first stage of the butterfly's life cycle. The butterfly lays the egg on the leaf, and this is where it starts all over again. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very, very hungry caterpillar. You can see him there. Just a small little caterpillar right now. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through two pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through three plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through four strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through five oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through one piece of chocolate cake, one ice cream cone, one pickle, one slice of Swiss cheese, one slice of salami, one lollipop, one piece of cherry pie, one sausage, one cupcake, and one slice of watermelon. That night he had a stomach ache. I know, I can imagine with all that kind of food. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through one nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore. And he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. The next thing that he did was he built a small house called a cocoon. This is our next stage after the caterpillar. It's what we call, when he makes the cocoon, it's called the chrysalis, or the pupa is like the scientific term for it. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. He nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. Now, butterflies are symmetric. Symmetric means the same. Symmetry, something that's symmetric is the same on one side as the other. You can see on this side of the butterfly, it looks exactly as this side does. They're identical. They're like twins. Symmetry means same. So butterflies are symmetric. Okay. And that's the end of my story. Okay. Very colorful again. I love this book. I've used it a lot. I can tell it's taped back together. I've had it for so long. Now what we're going to do is we're going to review our life cycle. So Miss B has it right here. Let's see. Okay. So it starts off where a butterfly comes here and they lay the egg on the leaf. Okay. So now that he's become a big butterfly, what he would do is he would go and lay eggs on a leaf and they would go through the whole cycle all over again. Then it becomes a caterpillar, he was a caterpillar most of our story. That's also called the larva stage, and that's more like a science name for it. So the third stage is the chrysalis, when they make the cocoon and he wraps himself in the body for 2 weeks. And they also call that a pupa stage. It's the science name for it. And of course, our favorite, the last, is the butterfly, when they poke a hole out of their cocoon or their chrysalis and they start to fly. They start to flap their wings. They're wet when they first come out, and they start to flap them and they start to dry, and then they're able to fly. It takes about a month for to go through the whole cycle, 28 to 32 days. So I hope you enjoyed the story. Now you can go to the slide and finish your last activity for our butterflies that we're learning about, is to do a butterfly life cycle. So enjoy. Have a great day.